By 1905, the secret elite, which I will refer to as the Milner Group, had identified their main adversary, Germany, and by extension Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. Germany, however, was by far the most powerful. It had significant overseas colonies and a very advanced infrastructure, a large population, a very capable labor force, a powerful industry which had overtaken Britain and was building up a large fleet of battleships, rivaling the Royal Navy. If the British Empire were to take over the world and create a one-world empire, Germany had to be defeated militarily. There was no other way. With each year passing, Germany was only becoming stronger. The Milner Group understood that even with the combined forces of France and Britain, this would be insufficient for defeating Germany and Austria. They needed Russia on their side. Germany had a standing army that was very large and very well trained. They had an advanced railway network, allowing for quick deployment of troops anywhere on the front. The idea was to wear Germany down in a grinding war of attrition, and at the same time putting in place a naval blockade, cutting off access to its colonies, and thus depriving Germans of raw materials only available outside of Europe. Despite its powerful navy, which included submarines, or U-boats, Germany would not be able to break this blockade, and instead relied on raw materials sourced inside of Europe, such as iron ore in Sweden. Many other materials were replaced with synthetic alternatives, making Germany self-sufficient and able to maintain its war efforts. The Milner Group calculated that Germany would run out of resources and struggle to feed its population given enough time. However, this would require full commitment from both France and Russia, and pressure must be applied relentlessly in order to force Germany into negotiations. British power alone could never hope to defeat Germany. Being a naval power, any aspirations of winning a major land war were impossible, due to the lack of a large standing army. Britain was only equipped for limited land battles, invading and fighting native peoples in the global south, many of whom barely had firearms. This was a completely different war game, and required a coalition, much like 100 years previous against Napoleonic France. So how could the Milner Group not only convince foreign powers, some of which they'd been at war with barely 50 years prior, but also their own population and government, to start a war against the Central Powers? This was by no means an easy task, and demanded careful planning and serious skill.